Hi everyone, and welcome to the channel. Hope you had a wonderful holiday, Happy New Year, and of course, Happy Veganuary. So, what is the Liberation Pledge? The Liberation Pledge has 3 simple steps. 1. Publicly refuse to eat animals and live a vegan lifestyle. 2. Publicly refuse to sit where animals are being eaten. And 3. Encourage others to take the Liberation Pledge. Some people may find this to be exclusionary, snobby, or even unreasonable, but it really isn't if you think about it. The idea of the pledge comes from the late 19th century campaign against foot binding in China. An essential reason why this campaign was so successful is because it created institutions. It didn't content itself with rhetoric. In particular, it created organizations whose members publicly pledged 2 things: not to bind their daughters' feet, and not to allow their sons to marry women whose feet were bound. The genius of this strategy was that it created both unbound women and men who would marry them. To reform tradition, you had to change the shared commitments of a community. If Chinese families bound their daughters' feet because that was the normal thing to do, you had to change what was normal. Animals live a life of suffering before they are sent to slaughter. Mutilation, such as castration, dehorning, debeaking, detowing, and tail docking are all common practices. Animals are beautiful, sentient creatures who want to live. Yet, from a very early age, our parents, society, and clever marketing of happy farms and humane slaughter. We are constantly bombarded with lies about nutrition. Yet, when faced with reality, many are horrified.
Have you seen footage like this before?
No.
How did it make you feel to see this for the first time?
I feel broken, man. I feel fucked up, bro. That's crazy.
What I really don't understand is how someone could enjoy that so much and watching it happen. It's like they took so much pleasure out of watching the struggle, especially the cow's eyes when it saw its friend just dead and he's laughing and calling it names you wouldn't even call another human being. It's insane.
My wife's brother in Mexico slaughtered a cow in front of me, They just butchered it, cut the esophagus. Oh my god, dude. Oh, that's sick, dude.
Yeah.
I was sick here in the vocal cords.
Yeah. Do you think that you would like to see a world where this doesn't happen to animals?
Yeah.
And if that world were to become a reality, who do you think it's up to create that?
People.
Just like foot binding, we know this is cruel and wrong. The Liberation Pledge isn't about being exclusionary or snobby. It's about taking a stance and challenging the cruelty of what society sees as normal. Vegans are always expected to be nice or even apologetic. Anything else is seen as preachy, judgmental, or militant. Vegans are expected to sit politely and quietly at a table where the result of this cruelty is taking place. Essentially, we are being silenced. Ultimately, we are made into pushovers and doormats. There is some crucial psychology behind this, and ultimately why this is a terrible position as a vegan to allow yourself to be in. The need for acceptance and approval is both challenging and tempting to give into, but it is ultimately self-sabotaging. It is important to recognize your own self-worth and to set healthy boundaries. Waiting too long to set boundaries can lead to anger and resentment. Boundaries help you maintain composure and confidence. When I first went vegan, I always felt the need to constantly apologize. Yet, as the years went by, I learned a very important lesson. You should never feel like you are a burden. I learned that you should not apologize for standing up for what is right. Again, psychology points to terrible reasons why we shouldn't be doormats or constantly apologize. Saying sorry when it's not actually necessary minimizes and devalues your commitments, opinions, experiences, and beliefs. To be taken seriously and to get things done, authentic and courageous leaders do not make sorry part of their regular vocabulary. You should only apologize or say sorry when you have actually done something truly wrong or harmful. Standing up to animal cruelty is nothing to apologize for. If you are neutral in situations of injustice, you have chosen the side of the oppressor. So I will ask you once more, is publicly refusing to eat animals and live a vegan lifestyle something to shy away from or ignore in order to please those around you? Is publicly refusing to sit where animals are being eaten something wrong that requires an apology? Is encouraging others to stand up, speak out, and take this pledge so horrible? I would think the strong answer is no. If you are new to veganism or considering making this beautiful change in your life, there are many free and available resources. Challenge 22, for instance, challenges you for 22 days to follow a vegan lifestyle. It has online guidance and mentors and registered dietitians. It has a friendly and supportive environment. It also includes plenty of fabulous plant-based recipes. And the best thing of all is that it's free. And of course, in the month of January is the Veganuary campaign. Veganuary inspires and supports people all over the world to try vegan for January and beyond. This also has a lot of valuable information that is completely free. Living a vegan lifestyle is one of the most beautiful and meaningful things you can do to make the world around you a better place. Have courage and be the person who makes a positive change in this world for the animals, the planet, your health, and spirit.